So we did a 30-day hard push on getting the Duster on the road. Obviously fell short of getting it on the road, but we made some awesome progress. So I'm going to show you guys what we did get done. What's up guys, welcome back to Duster Bus. My name's Marcos. This is my 1974 Plymouth Duster. Before we started the 30-day push, the engine itself was already in the car, but a lot of the other stuff around it was not in, so we'll get to that. The body work was already as is. Mostly what we did was mechanical systems. Here's the board of what we were trying to get done. Starting out, none of the suspension was in place, and now we do have the suspension fully built up. So we got in here and basically had to assemble everything. So it is all done now. Getting the power steering in, I had a few videos about that, but this was a huge bear to get in with the headers in place, but we got it done eventually. All right, along with the front suspension, we got our brakes in, a whole brake system. We do have some drilled and slotted rotors that we're using. The drums themselves were already built up, but we did have to get in here and get it installed. So that's all buttoned up now. As we did that, we filled up our rear diff, partly for cost, partly for simplicity. We did a manual brake conversion on here. So this is an aluminum body, manual brake system. And I am still using my stock proportional valve down there. All new lines from inline tube, and these were honestly a lifesaver for just simplifying the job. Pedals weren't even in here, so we got that all set up right. Also, we got our parking brake system all set up. That works as it should. Let's get under here and give you a peek. Oh. All right, so you can see our parking brake system here. Looking good. So brakes, we got it all bled. It's all good to go. We did not get to any electrical. That's all coming soon. Fuel system. So we got our tank repainted, got it cleaned up, washed out. This is the original tank. We did replace the straps and the hooks there. Original tube. Got our gasket, original gasket here put on. This tank gasket up here was a major bear to drive the tube in once that gasket was in. So if you're putting that in, just be prepared. You got to beat on it a little bit of oil on it, and got to beat it in. But we finally got that set up. Got a locking cap on here. What I'll probably do is when I repaint the remaining body panels, I'll go ahead and spray that down to be matching yellow. All right, we do have all new fuel lines coming in here. So we're not running a return, so we got the return capped off. And then I did go ahead and upsize the whole thing to a 3/8 inch line. So that supports a little bit more horsepower just in case we start beefing it up down the road. I did look at getting a braided line because I thought they looked cool, but at the end of the day, being able to use all the original clips and stuff from the hard line and the rigidity, you know, keeps it's really the safest thing you can do. And it really was pretty easy. Go ahead and use the hard line. That's my recommendation. Now coming up front, hard line comes in, and we got our little fuel filter there, so tapping off there and into our pump. So we should be all set on fuel system. Cooling system. I really dig this cooling system. So what we're running here is a ECP engineered cooling products. This is the one with the dual built-in fans. It should be more than adequate for our mostly stock 360 build. I did go ahead and for an overflow, I threw this tube style overflow in here. I think this looks pretty kick-ass. All right, so you'll notice I did go ahead and hang the fender and the hood, and the reason for that was as part of the cooling system, I had to get in here and make sure that I had plenty of clearance. All right, kind of hard to see, but plenty of clearance. We're good to go. Trans lines. I got all of my lines from inline tube, and they were pretty legit. So here, brand new trans lines, and nothing too complex about that. Drive shaft. To save some money, I went ahead and took the original drive shaft, plus I know it's exactly the right length and should fit up just fine. So I took that and just refurbished the whole thing. New U-joints and a nice coat of paint. Wheels and tires, I did get 4 tires on it. Got my fronts painted, backs, no time for that nonsense. Linkages. Let's talk linkages. So we're running a full low car system because I thought that was a lot more elegant than the OEM solution. So here's a quick peek at the OEM bracket. This is nice and simple, just comes off of the carburetor. Throttle system here, nice and easy to adjust. And most importantly, the kick down linkage. This thing, the OEM system's a bit complicated. This one, nice and simple. All right, along with the linkages, we got our shifter built up. So, got this all functional now, and you know, it shifts. For all you hardcore folks, here is the bottom side, so you can see that shifter linkage here. I do have to knock the bushing in. That was kind of a hard part to find, but that arrived a little bit late, but that'll just push in there. Did not get to the doors, did not get to the fenders, did not get to the front bumpers, trim and grille. Did put the rear shocks in. We did get the shocks. So unfortunately, that was all I was able to get done. For me, as a beginner, I already feel pretty good about this. So this was great. This really moved the project along. I learned a lot along the way. If there's anything you guys want to see a little bit more detail on, just drop me a comment and I'll take a look at it. Maybe make you guys a video going in more depth on any specific item. All right, so basically I got the 30-day push done, and then right after that, kids got sick, and then I got sick, and it was just a mess of that. Lost some momentum, fell behind on a lot of other stuff while I was grinding away on the car. Started to catch up on a few other things. At that point, you know, there's no way that the Duster is going to No Name Nationals, but I am still going to No Name Nationals. So hopefully I'll see some of you guys there. If you do see me, make sure you say hello, and I'd love to chat with you guys. All right, so we got to get the car on the road. Next steps are, you'll see a pile of electrical stuff in here. We got our OEM diagram. We're not going stock, but I wanted to understand what stock was, how it was all set up. You know, a mix of new stuff here, new fuse blocks, new relays. So one of the things that I wanted to do with this car is, this was a desert car. All the wiring was all pretty janky, pretty dry rotted, and I just like custom things. So I decided I was just gonna custom wire the car, and obviously that takes a little bit more time, but I did already kind of map the whole thing out. So that'll be a fun video. That'll be the next thing that we do on the car. It'll probably take me a month or so because I'm back at my normal turtle pace. All right, now I really could not have gotten all the work that I got done if it wasn't for a ton of help from my buddy Marion. So Marion, big thanks. Really appreciate all the help. You know, to me, that's what this is about. It's about being out here doing stuff, learning, working with friends, working with family when I get the kids out here helping me, which they have been lately on little stuff. All right, thank you guys for dropping in. Really appreciate the support. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see more in detail. Smash that like button if you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care.